asking me what I don't personally root for anyone. I'm just sharing my professional opinion. Why do you have to ask me personal questions?
I'm interested in you.
I'm not interested in sharing, and kind of fucked up of you to ask me my personal opinion right when you tell me that what's it called? Micro Dick Kitover is live streaming my room. Like, think a little bit, Agent.
Fair enough. You're right. That is fucked up with me.
Every time they mention Kitover, I clip it. Go to ChicagoMayorVote.com. This is John Kitover running for Chicago Mayor 22327.
Just because I'm able to eloquently express to you why the electorate finds DSA and progressives' theory of change more palatable than, establishment Dems that don't have any theory on anything, doesn't mean that I agree with DSA candidates, ideologically speaking. But people don't make their decisions solely on ideology. People make decisions in the moment that the culture is at and about what they feel most acutely. They're not sitting there thinking about liberalism and the ideals of the founding fathers. They're thinking about the grocery bill and they're thinking about the gas pump.
But the Dems, if you get elected, you basically can't affect Iran war policy. So to the degree you can talk about it as much as you want, it's still up to what Trump decides there.
Well, yeah, the budget's already been passed. Again, that's not the issue. That nonetheless, it's not about what you do, it's about how you get elected. They know that they can't stop the war, but they can try to control. I mean, that's not the only factor going in. I mean, it is the biggest factor, but nonetheless, they can still be the voice of the people that are unhappy with it. I mean, that's what they want to hear. That somebody is listening.
On the governor level, they can probably do more. Or, no, I shouldn't say probably. They definitely can do more.
Totally, they can do
more. Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting tired. Are we going to call this or what?
Call it. You call it.
No, it's not really. I can't call it. I have to. Demuth, Qualls. Oh, Qualls. Dude, way to be a spoiler in your Republican primary.
So, any surprises? Did the socialists win? God willing.
No, hasn't won yet. Hasn't won.
I'm not really in favor of this DSA socialist hung. I mean, I'm sorry.
No,
you said
no. Todd's getting hard because he can't wait for Tom Tiffany to win.
You mean not cool?
Who's Tom Tiffany?
He's the Republican, dimwit.
Why would I be excited about him? I'm not a Republican.
Got it. Oh, not anymore.
I never was.
I was my whole life until.
Oh yeah. We've been over this.
Have we? I don't really care enough right now to go over it at 12:30 Central Standard Time.
Or did I suggest we go back to the beginning?
Oh, well, no, I want to make sure that you're not going to rehash it because it's of little importance to me. But let's go back to why you want the Democratic Socialists to win. That is.
Yeah, I wasn't suggesting we rehash it, so don't be a spaz. I just said, you know this.
Hold on, let me read what's on the fucking screen. Quiet down, pipe down. 39.9% David Crowley, 39.6% Hong. Bitch, just fucking tell us what percent of the vote is it? God, 94%. Okay. Well, tell us from which counties. Bitch, I hate CNN's coverage of election. They fucking suck. Okay, 28,000 Milwaukee absentee ballots have been delayed. Ooh, that's a big deal. She could win in Milwaukee. Another hour. Fuck. Right.
But isn't he from Milwaukee? And doesn't Milwaukee, isn't it more more of a melting pot in Milwaukee? So he might get more votes there.
I mean, he may, yeah, but she does have a large vote share in Milwaukee. We'll have to see. They were quite, they'll be neck and neck with those counts. And Milwaukee has a large, as you know, black population. So he's, let's see how that vote is going to be broken down. Probably a lot of that is going to go to him. We'll have to see. I don't know. Do we go to sleep and wake up and see who wins, or do we wait and see? I guess we wait and see. I've only been following this race for, I don't know, the last year.
Do you live in Wisconsin?
No.
You don't? Okay, so you really have been following all races or just this race?
You're outside of the
Many races.
Oh, many races. Okay, gotcha.
All the competitive races,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, gotcha. Cool. I appreciate that, Laura. Thank you for, I appreciate you.
Oh, it's chill. It's not like a hobby. I do.
I just don't really appreciate when people just say, just Google it. I mean, it's like this is a room discussing the race. Can't we ask questions? Just Google it. It's such a temperament that it's just I don't really adhere to that. I mean, I think that, it's fair that we're all people that live on this earth and, want to hear other people's perspective. We all can Google AI it and all that stuff, but it's also interesting to see, other people's voices as to what, how this, the election became about and whatnot. So thank you, Roy, for answering that.
Oh, yeah, no worries. But I mean, also just these commentators why are they calling the race so early? I mean, that's also premature. I mean, it's not that early, but it's extremely tight. Because it really truly could go either way now that I know that such a high percentage of the absentee votes are coming
I think
from.
people want to celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
What does that have to do with the political commentators speaking on this race?
That's just, honestly, I think that's just an outrageous statement. And you can call me whatever you want.
Well, I mean, you keep repeating it and we get it. Clearly, a lot of the electorate, I'm getting tired of it. I get it. She said that thing.
So I won't say it again, but I'm saying.
Okay, well, stop talking over me when I speak. We're talking right now about live time, CNN's coverage of what's going on. We get it. People didn't like that she said that, the turkeys liked it. The people didn't like it. We got it.
Yay for turkeys. Yes, yay for turkeys. Okay, fair. I like the way you said that.
All right.
Can you explain what happened to the person that didn't get her campaign form in properly? She just forgot to file it, or
her campaign finance reports. She didn't get that in properly. There was almost a $100,000 swing or 6-figure swing in the reporting for the quarter. It was the late June. I think it was the June reporting. So their campaign finance report was all fucked up.
Human error with ballot download, and I'm sorry, and they're saying human error with ballot download in Milwaukee.
Yeah, there was an issue with the absentee vote. It's been delayed. Anyway, that was the problem, Stan. And it was too much of a mess, and then they just fell out of the race because that's embarrassing, right? That is scandal.
100,000 seems like a pretty significant swing.
Huge swing. Yeah. I mean, you look so incompetent. How do you want to run for governor if you can't even get your fucking, finance reports filed in compliance with the reporting requirement? I mean, it's crazy. You run for school board, you got to fill out your campaign finance forms, reports each quarter. I mean, this is fucking insane. Like, there really was so many fuck ups. Like it was truly incredible what some of these dumbasses did in the primary.
Well, maybe the party will realize that they need an easier way for people to resign or remove themselves from the ballot so that they don't then sit on the ballot and have people vote for
Boil
somebody.
boil the vote, yeah.
Everything's on fire, so it is.
I don't know. I find electoral politics entertaining and fun.
Same. I don't think
Yeah.
the world is falling apart when I pay attention to them.
The Big Sur's on fire. And did you see all the houses in Washington that got caught on fire? So when I say that, I mean it literally really kind of scary, actually. I hope there's a lot of fires going on. And that's a whole different discussion.
That's also what I mean, Marshall, when I was talking to, like, Norm. It's like, there's also something that kind of, is a safeguard against us truly reaching, USSR or Maoist reality, is the fact that, it's even in the name, we're a democracy. So if we don't like it, we vote them out.
Exactly.
Like, it's just like, Marshall, I feel like populism won't be as much of a mover on the right or the left by the time we hit 2028. Or it could be the only mover. I don't know. It depends on how these guys do, if they ever make it past the general.
Well,
that's true.
But when you propose giving away free things, people find that interesting. So, the healthcare for everybody.
Jefferson Memorial getting
We're giving college loans. Those are very populist ideas that some people are going to vote for, because it would make them, at least in the surface, think that things are going to be.
Yeah, but the thing we notice about populism is that if you're running on a populist platform and you make populist promises, because they're so exact, you have to deliver, and then you see that the population turns against that figurehead who makes the promises. And that's historically always been true. And there's no way that you can actually deliver on that, right? So, I mean, in isolation, especially in the Senate or Congress, right? These guys can say what they want to say, but if they don't actually affect change within a system that's not completely reliant on them, as by design it's not, they're unpopular, so they can't actually deliver full on. Although I do see, I feel like Dems are definitely going to take on populism light, LITE, framings as we go into the next couple of elections, and maybe by 2028. I'm just saying that the DS will be congressionals by 28. There'll be a lot going on, and there'll be a lot of broken promises. So on the federal level, I'm not saying on the gubernatorial, which it doesn't seem like she's winning. That would be something different, but nonetheless, there's a lot more blockades. Being a legislator, excuse me.
Well, I just looked through most of the counties in Wisconsin on the New York Times site. Seems like the one in the Milwaukee counties that votes is 80% counted. Pretty much, Milwaukee County is 80%, and the rest of the state is pretty much over 95%. Besides for a couple vote counties, or in the 60s or 70s. So, but they're all saying over 95%. So I don't know exactly if that's balance or what that is. So it might be a while here.
Can you tell me what the breakdown is in Milwaukee right now?
Crawley has 43.8.
And what was she?
42.9.
Okay, so they're neck and neck. All right,
Yeah.
that's gonna be the tiebreaker.
20% more to go. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what happened with what delayed the actual ballots in Milwaukee.
It might just be that there are lots of ballots to count. Invariably, it takes longer.
Yeah. No, but there was like these 28,000 ballot. Why? Why is it taking? What's going on? Okay, I'm looking. DeMove defeats Trump-backed candidate. Yes, see, these non-Trump-backed Republicans in their competitive primaries are winning, not the Trump-endorsed candidate. See, Peggy Flanagan won almost 60% of the vote against this Angie Craig. I thought that was going to be the tight race today. Yeah, no, it's still 39.9 for me, 39.6, Fran. But it is 2,000 votes difference. Yeah, of course it was a landslide win for Klobuchar. Duh.
Duh. So do you guys get bothered by the fact that I don't think that, like, saying like we should have Thanksgiving, that's like an extreme. And I think that the speech that I heard that she was actually conceding, I thought she was basically saying that she lost tonight. I mean, she didn't say anything. So I mean, are you Labubu? Are you guys mad at me because I'm not really for this Hong person because she said that we shouldn't have Thanksgiving and I don't adhere to that? I mean, sorry, I'm just asking you. Is that wrong of me to say? Because I certainly don't. And I also don't think that her speech said anything of value. And it sounded like she was conceding, but I mean, even if she was conceding or not, she didn't even say anything when she spoke. Sorry, that's all I have to say. I'm all for like changing this government up, but she is not one that I would vote for. I'm sorry, Labubu and Roya. I'm sorry. I don't mean to, but honestly, I mean it. Let's kind of, you don't shit on Thanksgiving, and then you can pull it back as many times as you want. But that was a conceding speech, and I don't know who her campaign managers are. I don't know how she got to this space, but hey, here we.
You don't need to apologize to Labubu. He wants to destroy America and invent new ways of being.
He thinks that Fran is an ass kisser and a part of the bourgeoisie class. He doesn't view her as even part of the proletariat. So, again, I really don't care about anyone's personal opinion about this race, including my own. I don't have a dog in the game. This room is just purely for fun. so that we can just watch the election results come in and, oh my gosh, so that we can actually see what it's like when a DSA progressive came this close to winning the Democratic nomination in a purple state like Wisconsin for an executive level role.
Strengthen us by one man, nor by the least supply, while it may expose
How do you
our
feel about,
soldiers to additional
like
cruelties and outrages. The full
I'm glad you
fury
feel
of
that.
British wrath will be unleashed. Indians
I mean,
will be loosed on the frontier.
who's to say
Negroes
there's
will rise up
28,000
to slaughter
ballots
us.
in
New York
Milwaukee,
will
one
be
of the
destroyed
most
by their own admission. The
one of the
advocates
most
of
important
separation say,
counties
Lord,
that needs to come in. What, Todd? El Sayed versus Stevens?
just him as a person, how do you feel about him?
Oh, I mean, personally, I think he's ghastly, but if you want to know, I think that the dynamics of his win kind of were exactly like Mamdani and Cuomo. So Cuomo had the black vote. He had the low information, low propensity youth vote that he was able to add to his persuasion universe. And so that really helped him win. And then the black vote came in after, going into the general. And then, with labor backing it, then they ultimately came and supported Mamdani. Because, that other one corrupt as fuck. Stevens and El Sayed. I mean, El Sayed is extremely charismatic and has star quality way more than any of these other DSA candidates that we're seeing, or progressive candidates, progressive DSA types. So he doesn't really need any media training. He himself has that presence and star quality. So and he was working with, I think, Fight Agency, who made all of his ads. And they're being really creative, and their social team is being very creative with their organic content, matching up with their earned, matching up with their paid. So, I mean, as far as a campaign goes, and message discipline and media training, I mean, everything is aligned there. Now, obviously, they're going to have to change up some of the framings and to be able to communicate his mandate in the general election. Of course. But yeah.
I heard him speak once. He's very sharp, independent of his politics, which I probably disagree with. It was
Very
just nice.
sharp, very charismatic. Brings it all,
I think he's more sophisticated than Mamdani is. It was just nice hearing someone intelligent, even if I don't like him, which I'm undecided.
Well, I think he did med school in 2 years, and he was a Rhodes Scholar.
Yeah, he's a Rhodes
Yeah.
Scholar, yeah. He definitely knows how to speak to Michiganders. I mean, again, like at the end of the day, that's the thing about the black vote. No matter where it lands in the primary, it'll always back the Dem in the general. So ultimately, it's always going to be you can always rely on high propensity black urban voters to vote in the general. So they will be showing up ultimately. And Stevens has already thrown her weight behind him. So, I mean, we'll just have to see how, again, there's no polling that's come out yet to see what's going on in that general. We have to really wait to see what happens there. I mean, it's really hard to compare. It's not like no one's really thinking like, oh my God, Bernie, stronghold. That's not the same race. This is Michigan. So it's hard for me to kind of project, be able to, I don't know what's going to happen there. But I can 100% say that establishment is coming in and dictating the dollars. And here's the thing with El Sayed. They can the leverage that these candidates have is that they can say that, well, we won to. They may so the establishment soft side is obviously going to come in and be like, if you want these dollars, we're gonna do this in your traditional lesser of two evils, D versus R, and we're gonna do negative ads against. We're gonna do negative ads, the traditional thing. But that's the thing. They're going to want El Sayed to win despite being El Sayed, when in actuality, what's going to work, if that's over to get him over the line, is by communicating his mandate because of his mandate, because of who he is. And they should allow that to happen, even if they control the dollars, if they want to win. Which they should, if they're going to be spending money that they barely have. Talking about the DSCC and Senate Majority PAC, these groups. On Kitover is streaming this room, Todd.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, if he was smart, he would listen to some of the guidance that's being provided here for free. Darling Graham has won. He's emotional. It's kind of weird that they have a runoff. I mean, yeah, so it's like, how does it work in South Carolina? So it's what? It's ranked choice voting in the primary, and then they have a runoff? Oh, the runoff is in 2 weeks. That's interesting and different.
Is it a runoff if you don't win a majority? There's a runoff then, is that? Yes.
Well, depends. Sometimes runoff elections, even if you do win the majority, you still have to, it can still go to a runoff. So I'm not quite sure how it works there. I love Ron Brownstein. He's always been so good. From Bloomberg, I like him.
Which one do you like on Bloomberg? I love Bloomberg.
From Bloomberg News, I like.
No, I mean, it's not all I watch. I love Bloomberg. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Bloomberg. Has for a long time. Who do you like on Bloomberg?
Ron Brownstein. He works for Bloomberg News.
Right, but okay. I was curious to know which one you like.
I like his analysis.
Well, on my
I
screen,
don't always agree with him, but what?
they updated to 301,000 votes for probably 301,888. I don't know if you have that one. But they're still about the same distance, 2.8, 2.7 something actually. In Milwaukee's still at 80%.
Where are you seeing the county level
New York
movement?
Times.
Oh, you're watching. Okay.